What up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So I asked you guys on Instagram which look I should recreate out of my two favorite looks on Instagram. So you guys voted and it was right down the middle. So I had to basically have a mashup of the looks combined. And I guess you can say if makeup could have intercourse and have a baby, that baby was born on my face with those two looks. So this is what I came up with and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys want to know how to achieve this look, go ahead and continue watching and I'll show you guys how to achieve it. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. For all the haters out there, please leave your hate comments below. I love to read them in my spare time. Thank you guys so much and continue watching. Alright, so since we're going to be doing a dark eye today, I'm going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in Caramel. And I'm actually going to use that as an eyeshadow base because we're doing a darker eye. I'm using, wait, did I already say caramel? We're doing caramel. I don't know if I said that, but we're doing that. And we're going to put that on the lid. We're going to use a flat brush and we're going to blend it out. This is very creamy at first, but if you let it dry, then it's going to be very hard to blend. So you want to move fast, like most girls do on their first date. Just like that. So, take that on the lid with your flat brush. Like so. Normally I wouldn't recommend using a dark base for an everyday eye. However, this eye is not going to be an everyday eye. It's going to be a little bit more for going out when you go to the club. And, you know, when you're going to shake your titties and all that. So just pack that on your lid like so. Then when you see you have it up in the crease just like that and it looks a little bit messy, just take your regular shading brush, whatever shading brush you use. This one, it happens to be MAC 224 brush. Take that, blend it out, just like so. Windshield wiper motions, think, you know, wax on, wax off, just like that. So then it kind of blends it out. I'm going to go ahead and take chrome yellow, use that in the crease with our fluffy brush. Like I said, I'm using the MAC 224 brush. I'm just going to take that very, very heavily on the brush, swirl it back and forth. See? Just get it all up in there. Get it in there. So you have a lot on the brush. Take it in the crease and just buff back and forth. Now, being that chrome yellow is a very, very light shade, you can use it very heavy-handed because it's very light. So in order to get the pigment to show up, you kind of need a lot. So do not be shy when you're using a color like chrome yellow. So we're still taking that chrome yellow, lots of it, and just packing that in the crease. Just that way we can get that yellow to pop. Fuck, I say pop too much. I really do not mean to say pop that much because I don't even like that word, but I don't know, it just goes. Now that we're done with that chrome yellow in the crease, we're going to go ahead and define it just a little bit more with MAC's Goldenrod eyeshadow. And I'm going to be taking that with the Morphe M507 brush. It's very small, very tapered. If you guys watched my first video, you would know this one is one of my favorite brushes because I have a very small crease. So it's very easy to work with this brush because it's small, unlike me. We're going to take that right into the crease, right where we blended out that chrome yellow. Just because Goldenrod is a different shade of yellow, it's a little bit deeper than chrome yellow. So now that we got the yellow in the crease to the desired amount, and basically our crease should look like Big Bird's asshole at this point, that's when you know you're done. But you could put a little bit more on if you want to, if you're really dramatic like me, because you guys know I'm a dramatic bitch. So after that, we're going to go in with our lid color. And I'm going to be going in with, what the fuck is the name of this? I'm going to be going in with ColourPop's Midnight Super Shock eyeshadow. And this is going to be my first time using this eyeshadow. They just sent it to me. And I am not too familiar with their eyeshadows, to be honest with you. I love their liquid lipsticks. Never use their shadows, even though I'm like a shadow whore and I use every brand's eyeshadows. This will be my first time. So I'll let you guys know how I like it. This, I would say like the texture of this is very spongy. It feels very weird. When you press into it, it feels like a sponge. We're going to go in with another flat brush. This flat brush I'm going to be using is the MAC 242 brush. I'm going to take that and pack it on the lid. And you want to make sure when you're putting on this eyeshadow, if you guys are familiar with ColourPop's eyeshadows or any type of eyeshadow that has this type of texture, to very, very press into it. Very, very. That doesn't even fucking make sense. Press into it very, very softly. That way it doesn't mess up the eyeshadow because it is very sensitive. So, taking it on the brush, I'm going to be packing it on the lid just like this. Oh, shit, got all over my fucking eye. Oh, that's pretty bomb. In with Sienna by Anastasia Beverly Hills because I couldn't find my brown script. Well, it's not that I couldn't find it, I was just too lazy to get up and I don't want to go through all that hassle, you know? So this will do. So, taking that on the Morphe M507 again, gonna take that into the crease and take it up just a little bit higher than the lid color. I'm going to be taking Glitter Injections Sunshine Glitter, and I'm going to be using my glitter glue by Too Faced. I wonder if they named that by their ex-friends. Because there's some fucking two-faced bitches in the world. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. Alright, so just using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue, I'm going to be taking that right in the center of the eye and just press it in. So that way when you put the glitter on, it really stays, and this stuff really, really works. If you guys like glitter or very, very glittery pigments, I really recommend this. Just press this in the center of the eye. Then what I like to do is take my flat brush and wet it just a little bit so that way the glitter adheres to the brush very, very easily and you don't have to worry about it falling all over your face. So just take a little bit of your Fix Plus, spray it on your brush. And then, oh, it smells good. And then I dip it into the glitter. I like to start off with just a little bit at first because you don't want to put too much because then it's going to look very, very chunky, I guess you can say, if you use a lot. So, just taking just a little bit, pressing it there in the center of the eye. And then building it up as we go. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M507 and Goldenrod eyeshadow to take underneath the lash line. So now that we have our lower lash line packed on with that MAC's Goldenrod eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with Primary Yellow, which is a Chromaline by MAC, which are their eyeliners. Normally, they say that you can't use them for the lower lash line or in the waterline, but that's totally up to your preference. Like I said before, my eye is not sensitive, so I put all types of color inside there, and I'm going to go in with that. If you guys don't have sensitive eyes, then go ahead and put on the same color, or if you have any other yellow eyeshadow or yellow pigment, put that on the bottom. See how that color just stands out instantly? I'm gonna go ahead and finish my other eye off camera, and I'll come back and I'll put on my lashes, and then I'm gonna do my foundation routine and contour routine, and of course my highlight routine, because I pack on like 17 different highlighters because I like to look like the Tin Man. Alright, so I finished my other eye off camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue this eye right here. I'm gonna go ahead and go with my favorite lashes, well, my newfound favorite lashes, which are Cocoa lashes, and the name of them is Cocoa. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm cheap as fuck. I literally spent $1 on lashes, and I got these at iMats and they were $6 I believe, or maybe $5, something like that. But definitely still out of my price range because I'm broke as fuck. But these lashes, they're amazing. So if you haven't checked out Cocoa lashes before, go ahead and check them out. I'll post a link below of all the products that I'm gonna be using. Alright, so now that we got the eyes done, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my foundation routine, which consists of my highlight, contour, and all that fun stuff. And this is going to be my highlight color. I'm going to go right underneath the eye and just pack it on like so. I once used to have hair, but now I'm just a bald bitch. I don't know. All that testosterone running through me, that's what it must be. Anyways, just pack that all on there. Alright, so now that you're looking like an Aztec warrior, we're gonna go in with our contour shade. I normally use something that's 2 shades darker than my skin tone. Some girls go a little crazy with it and use something that's 4 or 5 shades darker than their skin tone, but that's totally up to your personal preference. So I normally use an NW20 on my face. I'm gonna go in with my contour, which is gonna be an NW30. Now, if you're going out and you want something to stand out and be a little bit more dramatic, then go ahead and use your 3 or 4 shades darker. Totally up to your preference. Me personally, I don't go that heavy with it. Alright, I'm taking that NW30 on my Morphe E23 brush, which if you guys don't have this brush, I really recommend. It's super awesome. Now, if you got a big ass forehead like me, you want to go extra dramatic with the darkness. On my forehead, I'm going to take a bronzer later to show you guys. I literally use a bronzer that's about 5 shades darker on my forehead just because my forehead is literally like huge as fuck. So if you have a big forehead, do the same. It's going to look better. So now to blend this all together, I'm taking my beauty blender, which looks like dirt and crust. I wash it like once every 3 months. That's so disgusting, I know. I can't help it. I'm too lazy. Anyways, I take that and I'm going to take NW25 full coverage as well. Like I said, I use 3 different colors. It's super excessive. I'm fucking dramatic. I can't help it. And I feel the need to use 3 different colors of foundation. Anyways, I go ahead and I take my beauty blender and I swirl this in there just a little bit. That way I have a little bit of color on there, and I'm going to go ahead and blend this all together using the beauty blender. Just take this and just pounce it on the face. Oh fuck, I'm shaking the whole fucking room. Alright, so now that we have that foundation on and full coverage, what I like to do is take my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Cameo, and I pack that underneath my eyes and on my forehead. When I do my cheek color, I like to use a powder that's going to be 2 to 3 shades darker than my normal foundation. The reason why I do that rather than a blush is because I like my face to look more shaped, more contoured, and honestly, I really don't like a lot of pink blushes. When I do use a blush, it's either going to be something that's going to be a little bit more ginger, a little bit more peachy, rather than a pink blush, because I feel like a pink blush on me just makes me look like Santa Claus, kind of. I basically use this medium golden powder as my blush. If you're from an NW20 to an NW25 shade, this right here is like a perfect contour slash bronzer for you. If you want something that's gonna look natural and doesn't have a lot of shimmer, MAC's mineral powders really don't have a lot of shimmer in them, but it does have a little bit of a sheen to it. So it looks like natural skin rather than you're wearing a pound of powder. Alright, so now that we have the cheeks done, I'm taking that same color and going to go ahead and go in on my 5 head with it just to buff that other color on out and make my forehead look a little bit smaller, which I know that's really fucking hard to do, but I'm going to try, okay? Normally you take a fan brush to highlight, but I love to contour and bronze with a fan brush just because I feel like it takes a little bit of the product and applies it very, very well rather than just caking it on like a normal powder brush does. This one is going to give a very sheer appearance, but you can build it very nicely. So you're in full control when using a fan brush. So taking this highlight right here, which is a little bit of a pinky highlight, I'm going to swoop that in on top of Here is the completed look. Thank you guys so much who participated in my Instagram poll to see what my second video should be. Yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and leave all your hate comments. Like I said before, I fucking love reading hate comments. It makes my day. On my last video, I didn't get so many hate comments, so just leave a little bit more because it's fun for me to read. And yeah, I'll go ahead and link all the products below and let you guys know what I use and all the links to it too, so that way it's very easy for you to find. And let me know if there's any requests that you guys want me to do. I would have a blast doing requests for you guys. I keep saying I sound fucking stupid. But anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, leave all your comments below. I really appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much. Bye. Really, bitch? Fucking really? Alright, let's do that motherfucking shit again. Take number 75 with just a regular fat brush. I'm thinking of myself. Alright, so we're just taking our flat brush, getting that caramel, or caramel, however you pronounce it. I don't know, I'm fucking retarded. So we're just putting that on the lid. Oh, fuck. It's hard to look in that viewfinder when your face looks like a bowling ball. Oh, excuse me, I just queefed.